What does it mean to be a cinematographer to me? I see the world in a different perspective. I see all its beauty, and I want to bring the viewer into this beauty. I face the world and think this would be gorgeous. I bring the realistic feel to every shot I frame, light, and film. Ever since I picked up a camera when I was 6 years old, I knew I wanted to capture moments of life on camera. I have a strong desire to use a screen as my canvas and paint my picture with moving images. After a 9-year enlistment in the United States Army as a counterintelligence agent with deployments to Iraq, Kuwait, and Afghanistan, I knew it was time to chase my dream. I am now a graduate from Full Sail University with a Bachelor's of Science in Digital Cinematography. I have worked with some former stars, such as Brad Kling and Nine Diamond Productions, and even networked with some celebrities. I want to capture those intimate moments, the chilling moments, the reality moments, and most of all, capture the viewer's attention. If you're looking for a cinematographer, director of photography, productions assistant, etc., you can rest assured I am the guy for the job.
Johnny D's dad is trying to pull out a wad of cash and see if we'd let him up. How much has he got? All I see so far is singles, and I'm not dancing on a pole.
by Buzz, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I am joined by Pedro Campos. How you doing tonight, Pedro?
Hey Jake, how you doing, man?
Doing great. Just looking forward to some really fast racing here tonight. What would you kind of like expect here tonight with the simple one groove racetrack on hard to pass? Think we'll see some more bumping like we did last week.
Yeah, it's a hard track to pass, and yeah, I expect to see a good fight on the front, and yeah, let's see how the story is gonna go in between Angel and Matt.
We're going to start the race here. Calvin Allison picks up the Buzz Pro Award winner. Once again, Andrew Birchers was outside last week's winner at New Hampshire. Going to go and try to get a quick word here with Matt McLean, our race reporter.
Go ahead.
Hey, Matt McLean, Jake Little on the Elk Lake TV. We got a copy? Man, he came so close to winning last week. And Andrew Bird just got you with a few laps to go. What kind of plan do you have going into this race, if any different from last week? Yeah, hopefully. And another question for you. With it being, a one groove racetrack pretty much, do you think we'll see people try to take the outside line or try to bump people out of the way? All right, man. Good luck tonight, and see you there at the end. All right, everyone. That was Matt McLean rolling off sixth here tonight in the Indianapolis 175, presented by the Buzz.
And before we get going, it's Rich Rose up in the booth. We want to send our heartfelt condolences out to Corey as his tummy is hurting tonight, so he could not join us.
How you doing, Richard?
Pretty good. It's going to be a beautiful night here in Indianapolis. I'm always looking forward to this race. You get these Monster Energy Cup cars going, and we got some familiar faces out there as we're getting ready to take the green.
You know what? I have to admit, you kind of scared me there for a minute. You kind of snuck up behind me.
That's how I do it.
As the pace car peels off, Calvin Allison, Inchbird, getting ready to get the green flag here. Green flag is out. Side by side as they head down to turn one for the first time. Calvin Allison will break away here.
He definitely got a jump on that one.
That Brian Harford just goes right through to second. So Andrew Bird, he's stuck on the outside here. He's falling back to fifth. As Matt McLean and Kyle Fram got by him. Now also looks like the 74 also got by him as well. So Keith Haney. Nose race here. They're already going single file here.
That's not pretty smart with this racetrack. I mean, you got one groove. You basically You're gonna wait for that guy to make his mistake.
Exactly. You know, being here, you want to get single file, not want to be side by side. You lose a lot of time. You side by side. There's 3 wide back here for the 17th position. I can't know who that is. They sort it out here.
Gonna be Jordan Beck area and Casey Heschel in it.
Oh yeah, the 04 of Jordan Beck and the 42, also the 42 of Chris James. They're 3 wide.
Yeah. You got that Mountain Dew car racing back to the number 1 of Casey Heschel from Concord, North Carolina.
As you do have one car already off the pace, number 96 of Skylar Allen Sr. I don't know if he missed the start or what, but he's entering 3 in the 26th position.
You also got the fan favorite back here sitting in the top 10. It's the number 79 of Danny Lowe. He's become one of the fan favorites this year. Everybody's always cheering him on.
That is
if you ever have
for
a
sure.
chance, check out his show, Lowe and Horner, on Buzz Talk.
Let's see. Yeah, last week's winner. Yeah, we got Brian Harford running second, Kyle Fram up to third. Started third, running third. Started sixth with Matt McLean, and he's already up to fourth. Trying to get redemption last week from Andrew Bird that took that one away. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Andrew Bird. He started to the outside of the front row, all the way back to 25th position.
You think that could be like a little game that he's playing? He's going to hang out with the Rex and then be there at the end type deal?
Oh, I'm sure, but you know, if he did that, he probably would have very sullenly worked his way back there, and he just, I don't know, he just looks to be really tight right now. So I don't know, maybe you could be right. Just entering the corner, he looks really tight. Kevin Ellison pulled out to about a 8-10 lead over Ryan Harper.
Yeah, we also have Josh Sturgill at number 17, actually trying to catch the, oh no, he's in the top 10 now, it just updated, so he's up there running 9th after he just got past Danny Lowe, just sitting in the 10th position. We got a pretty good fight back here, rounding out the top 10 as they're coming down the backstretch.
And I really want to address Josh Sturgill's paint scheme here tonight. He's running a special paint scheme to commemorate the terrorist attack that happened in Chattanooga, Tennessee 2 years ago. And really hard-fought paint scheme there, and glad to see him running it. Because he's coming close up really quick there on the 98 of Brandon Parsons.
They almost connected there. They almost got into it. He said, I'm going to give you a little love tap in that rear end, and I'm just going to turn around.
And just so far, just single file racing. You know, just a train around the bottom. That's what you want to do here. Until you see that person in front of you make that mistake, and then you'll be able to capitalize on that.
How many laps do you think they can go there, Jake Little, on tires and gas?
Oh, you know, I would think anywhere between 35 and 40 laps for tires, depending on how hard you run it. If you were like Andrew Bird and just riding out the back, I think you could, you know, traffic through the front, he'll be able to get by open falls. So it should be interesting to see different strategies play here, and you know, I think they're banking on cautions early on, but we've seen races at the Brickyard go almost over 70 laps without a caution, so it should be interesting to see.
Yeah, it looks like Kevin Olsen, he's pulling out right now. He's over half a second lead on Brian Harper. And then you go to Kyle Frame, and then Matt McLean is 1.2 seconds behind. So they're all kind of settling in there, which is kind of nice to see to an extent. But at what point do you start making your moves? Because it is a long race, but it is a short race too, if it makes any sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. And I think now we're on lap 7 of 70, and I don't see anyone really making any moves until maybe a little before halfway. But it should be interesting to see someone come down the road. That's the 27 Chuck Phillips.
As I'm saying, this David Clark looked like Danny Lowe were battling back and forth. Yeah, we got a nice little 3-car shuffle happening back here.
We got a cluster back here around the top 10.
This is where the first caution happens, folks. Who knows? Looks like they're getting a little impatient back here.
And, Casey Heschel and Justin Barnett has earned themselves playoff eligibility starting this race, so it should be interesting to see what they do here tonight.
Oh, got a car spinning. Jordan Beck around.
No.
And I think there's no caution.
See what happened here. And coming off turn 4 here.
And we got another car going around. Caution is out for that one.
Good job, bud. Tell me what you got quickly.
What happened here? I just reviewed the Jordan Beck incident. He just clipped the rubble strips down the bottom, got his car sideways, and just couldn't save it. He hit the inside wall as well. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the incident.
It was right after the first one. Like go to the next turn and they were spinning right by Danny Lowe. Folks, I did not catch the number. Like I said, I just seen him spinning out of the corner of my screen. He was going down into the inside wall. We are waiting for the EOLs to be given, which is the end of line for folks that are just tuning in.
Still looking for it. Yeah, the 27 Truck Phillips, he'll get the lucky dog under this caution. Richard, do you have any idea who that was?
I am trying to get back to it right now. It's right here. The 21 of Darren Clark, I believe is his name.
David Clark.
David Clark. David Clark, yeah. It was 21 of David Clark. He got around right in front of Casey Heschel. Looks like he had just lost it.
Yeah, he looked like he might have got the outside wall, but just couldn't save it. If the 21 of David Clark will continue, he will get an EOL, his first of the night.
He kind of caught me off guard because the first guy should have caused a caution. And I said, he gets around and now he's getting an EOL. I mean, what kind of mental game is this going to play on this poor guy? I mean, now he's thinking, well, there was a car that spun. The caution should have been out. I mean, is there a little bit of anger issue there?
There might have been, but you never know with these races, and it's early on. It's only lap 11, and you never know, honestly.
And you said 21 did get the end of line, the EOL.
Yes, the 21 of David Clark. as it looks like, who is that? The 40 of Elliott Borg looks like he stayed out along with the 98 of Brandon Parsons, 24 of Aaron Taylor, 96 of Skylar Allen Sr. all stayed out. It looks like 3 of those 4 cars will come in, and we're gonna see how those 10-lap older tires will stack up against Calvin Allison's fresher tires. What do you think? Do you think Elliott will be able to hold on, or do you think those first tires will prevail here?
I'm sitting here looking at this going, did Elliott Borg really not pit?
I honestly don't think he did.
I was watching Danny Lowe going to the pit, so I did not see his car come down. But no,
maybe he's doing this to maybe see what he can do later on in the race. See if there's a 10-lap shootout at the end, if these older tires will project a tire spin or do something that he likes. Because on some tricks, on older tires, the car handles a lot better. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, now is the perfect time to figure that out.
Just like last week in New Hampshire, I can tell you from experience, I would run about 10-15 laps in this car. One stop, I took 2 tires, even ran better than 4, even the same thing as 0 tires.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to commercials, folks. We'll be back here at Indianapolis for the Superman game call. What was this called?
Hey everybody, this is Kevin, co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com, and you can catch me and my co-host Molly Spence live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about all topics, be it paranormal, cryptozoology, aliens, UFOs, abductions, oh good lord, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com. Hey everybody, this is Kevin.
And we are back here at Indianapolis Speedway. And I tell you what, folks, it looks like we're having a little bit of issues with the caution. But we're going to get through this because you know what? You have Richard Rose and Jake Little in the booth. So, Jake, what are you thinking so far?
It's a good race so far. I just don't know about the decision for Elliott Borg to stay out with these older tires. But, maybe he's doing this to see how the car will handle. But, I don't know. I don't think he's going to have the grip as the other cars, obviously. But it looks like he's going to come down pit road right here.
Maybe this was enough for him to say, you know what? Maybe I need the tires. I mean, I'm slipping going 75 miles per hour. I don't want to go 150.
And I believe the pits would have been closed. I don't know. I don't remember what the penalty is for that. If that's a
oh, that's an end of the line though.
Yeah, I'd say that's the end of the line, but maybe he did that on purpose to. Maybe he'll lay back to get the the advantage there. But as we're getting aware that there are connection issues for the number 20, 32, 1, and 21, which the 20 of Darren Clark.
That sounds like a Charlotte issue going on there, because that's all your Charlotte racers, folks.
Yeah, 32 of Andrew Bird, 1 of Casey Heschel, and the 21 of David Clark. And
Casey
also,
Heschel out there anymore.
and it does look like one more car came down with them, as the 08 of Kyle Tritow also came down with them.
Well, I tell you what, we're coming down the backstretch here, folks. We're getting ready to see some more fast action going on. And I know last time I was in the booth, I received a whole bunch of crap for saying grab them straps and pull them down. So this race is going to be grab your seat and pull it up.
Yeah, and it's kind of really wanted to see how those 0 tires was stacked up against the Ford tires, but maybe that was his plan all along, to think that he was gonna stay out and make them think that. But hey, maybe he has something up his sleeve that we don't know. As they're gonna come off turn 4, pace car is gonna make that hard left turn once again. Kyle Fram on the outside, Kevin Elson on the inside. As the green flag is gonna fly.
Pretty good even stuff here. It's like a drag race down that front stretch. And Calvin Allison says, "See ya."
Man, he just gets that restart box and he is down.
I tell you, that guy is so hard to keep up on those restarts right now. Somebody's gonna have to make him out.
Yeah, I just wonder on these restarts if he, just runs too hard, uses up his stuff, and the second, third, fourth, and so on, place car will catch him. But yeah, he's so good on those restarts when he gets out front.
I mean, I like seeing how when the restarts happen, everybody gets in a single line. I mean, they're not pushing anything quite yet, but as we see from last time, 10 laps in, they do start pushing. They do start feeling that urge to go. So we'll see if that happens this one.
This is a track where clean air is everything. You get out front, you get that valuable clean air, and you're going right into your engine. But when you're back, second, third, right up, or tucked right behind someone, your car is going to feel not as good as it will when it's out up front. When you see, you look at the 57 of Kyle Fram in the corners, he's riding up just a little higher than the 28 of Kevin Allison does. He's probably doing that to get a little more clean air on his nose.
Yeah, back here we have the number 87 of Sam Warren. He keeps looking underneath Raymond Dormer, just like taking peeks, and then he says, "Nah, not right now." Then he takes another peek, and he's like, "Nah, not right now." But he's gonna be making that move, folks.
Yeah, he's trying to force that 70 Raymond Dormer and make it a mistake, and he's gonna try to capitalize on that. But also with the 79 of Danny Lowe's hoping that those two are gonna push each other out of the group and get by the both. But yeah, the 79 is gonna look underneath the 87 of Sam Warren, and that's for the 9th position.
Tell you what, that's one thing you do not want to see is Danny Lowe underneath you.
This kind of track suits his driving style. He gets, any track is a rhythm track, but this track you have to be super consistent here.
Yeah, and he's fast, and that's what I was talking about, folks. Danny Lowe is very fast. He gets underneath you, you just know that he's going to go soon.
Oh, for sure. I think he'll be there at the end to challenge. If the 20 of Kevin Allison's there, he'll be there to challenge for sure. As Kevin Allison already picked up almost a full second lead over the 57 of Kyle Fram.
We got a couple 2x2 action going on here in the back with Jordan Beck and Chris James, James Haney, and Skylar Allen. Looks like some pretty good, solid racing happening for the, looks like 15, 16 position edge.
And guess who's worked his way up to 6th after starting 18th here?
that?
Josh Sturgeon.
Oh, we got a car into the wall. Car on the wall. Number 96.
That's 96 of Skylar Allen, senior.
I do not know if I'm going to go back and watch that one because I'm going to start doing this because no matter what I'm watching, there's accidents happening.
Also, well, it looked like it happened in front of the 0-2 Daniel Haney. It looked like they were. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they were trying to go 4 wide and everything. That just does not work.
Yeah, they're 4 wide off it too. The 42 gets into the 96. 96 gets up into the, I believe, the 0-4. Yeah, the 0-4 is running back, and that just started the whole thing.
That's where the people get impatient, folks, and it just gets the best of them.
You know what, let's take a onboard ride in the cockpit view of the 24 car of Aaron Taylor. He's they're side by side. He sees a hole. Clips the grass a little bit, and there he goes. Right by him, not even a scratch. Yeah, even watching the 0-4 of Jordan Beck's view, and yeah, he just had nowhere to go. Especially the 42 also had nowhere to go in. You know, that's what happens in these tight corners. There's nowhere to go.
I'll tell you what, folks, we'll go ahead and just take another commercial break. We're under caution here. We'll be back here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway Superman game called Cup Series Brickyard 175.
Co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com. And you can catch me and my co-host Molly Spence live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about all topics, be it paranormal, cryptozoology, aliens, UFOs, abductions. Oh, good Lord, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com.
To Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the running of the Simple Man Game Cup Calls Indianapolis 175 presented by The Buzz. as we have a change for the lead here. It's Danny Lowe once again stayed out, or he stayed out to pick up. I don't know if he just wanted to stay out to pick up some points, or maybe he was gonna stay out for the lead. As if he does come in, we will have a change for the lead because the 28 of Calvin Allison, did not come out of the pits in the lead. He's all the way back to 19th. Richard, do you know anything about that?
I have no idea. He sat there for a while. That's what I was wondering. I was actually looking down to see if my thing was paused because he sat there for so long. It wasn't. So I haven't heard anything. I've been listening to in-car audio. He's just stone cold quiet. So maybe it was his plan.
And maybe he wants to see what his car handles like in the traffic, but he does have that #1 pit stall to gain as much as he can on pit road.
That is true. As you were saying, Danny Lowe stayed out. We're going to see as the base lights are off, it looks like.
Yeah, lights are off, and I have to go on and correct myself. Earlier tonight, I said that the 04 of Jordan Beck locked himself into or made him playoff eligible. That is not correct. It's the 77 of Justin Barnett. PC has want to clear that up for any confusion you guys had out there. But yeah, Danny Lowe is just gonna see what he can do on those older tires. Kyle Fram is the first one with 4 tires on the inside, so I don't know if Danny Lowe is just giving him the inside because Danny Lowe knows his car might get tight and go up the track or what, but I don't know. I think that's a smart move on the 79's part.
I think Danny's like, I can do this from the top, and I'm going to show everybody in Facebook and YouTube land how to do this.
That is very true. Yeah, it should be interesting here tonight as he will be the leader here.
I think if he gets a decent push from
And, it should be interesting to see if he has 11 laps on his tires, and how hard did he push it on that 11 laps? If he didn't push it that hard, he should be okay.
Yeah, but I think he was pushing it pretty good. So
as the pace car is going to come in here.
Let's see if that number 74 Keith Haney will push it real good as Danny Lowe takes off.
He was a good jump. It looked like the 57 kind of spun his tires a little bit. Wasn't ready or something.
He got lucky. Brian Hartford did not get into his rear end.
Yeah, I'll be watching I'll be watching the 74 Keith Haney. He has those 4 fresh tires to see what he can do.
As they enter the back stretch,
Here he comes.
There's a lot of speed on them new tires.
Yeah, here he comes.
I think I just seen Keith wave to Danny as he went past.
And you got the 57 going under him, and I almost wonder if Danny Lowe, as the 57 is going to get loose, and he's going to get the wall.
He's in the wall. Yeah, he was in the wall. Tagged it pretty good, and that is not good for this track. It was a good save, but a little bit of damage can take some speed off of that car.
Oh, for sure. And that car's just going to get tighter as the run goes on. It's already really tight.
Oh, we got 2 cars into each other. The 24 and look like the 87, but everything was squared away.
I am getting word if the 71 of Brian Hartford, 79 of Danny Lowe, 87 of Sam Warren, and 88 of Matt McLean, if they win tonight, they will be locked into the playoffs. So, should be interesting to see how they do that. Maybe Danny Lowe is just doing this to see, what Elliot Borg is hopefully going to do and see how these old tires will stack up, as he's got his hands full here now with the 81 or sorry, the 85 of Brandon Dalton, the 70 at Josh Sturgill right
Yeah, they're getting pretty packed up here behind Sam Warren. James Haney, Brandon Parsons, and them. They were kind of running 2x2, but now they're starting to single it back out.
Yeah. You know, I'm looking at lap time, and it looks like, let's see what lap time Danny Lowe runs this time. Danny Lowe runs a 53.90 here. And our leader, Keith Haney, just ran a 53.48. So it's a good half a second off from 11 lap gold tires.
It's probably going to keep getting slower for him. So right now he's probably just gripping and hoping for a caution.
You know, I kind of maybe see what Danny Lowe is doing here.
Got a car into one, but I don't know if he saved it or not.
I think Danny Lowe is expecting this.
Caution is out.
Caution's out.
That was. Let me grab it. I seen the tail end of it happening. The number UPS car. Let's see.
UPS car. That's the 40 of Elliot Borg.
Yep, the number 40. But it looked like the number 42 come up, Chris James, and gave him a little love tap, which sent him around. Trying to see where the caution is. Yeah.
And he has a lot of damage for that car.
Yeah, he was just on the microphone, even like screaming he got hit. So.
Well, actually, it looked like he just got loose.
Yeah, and if you go back a little bit further, the 42 gave him a love tap. The 42 comes up.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, oh, there it is.
And that's
okay.
what started it.
And it looks like, yeah, then the 02 card went upside down.
Yeah. Yeah, if you just watch it from the point to where it really starts to look like he gets loose, it did look like it was just him. But if you go back just a few feet, you'll see what really started it. And that's kind of what the difficulty that Tommy Reed runs into weekly. I mean, is he watching far enough back? Is he watching it all the way through when he makes his decisions on who to give the penalties to? So, you guys think he's probably just sitting up and hitting a button and saying he did it. But he's actually watching these replays. That just shows you how stressful it can be at times.
I'm sorry, that's the 96 of Skylar Allen Sr. that went upside down. He went for a tumble.
Number 42, Chris James, does get the EOL, which is the end of line if you're just now tuning in.
Yeah, the 96 just had nowhere to go on that one, but
Race off pit road. Looks like Haney came out. But looking at it, looks like Aaron Taylor didn't.
well, he wants to get that valuable 1 point. You know, 1 point can go a long way here. Yeah, and you know, Josh Sturgill, you know, he's still slowly making his way up to the.
He's in the top 5 now.
Yeah, he's in the top 5 now.
I'm telling you, that's with that one guy. You got a racing stable inside here with Brian Harford, Danny Lowe, and Josh Sturgill. Those three tend to work together a lot, and I think they do have like a racing team with those three, and they're all three just awesome racers. You just see them progressing every week, and having basically Brian Harford basically taking those two guys under his wing and just showing them a few things. And they were great racers before, but then you get Brian Harford, and I don't know, your talent just goes up.
Yeah, and look who's made his way back up to the top 10 after that long, that lengthy pit stop last time. The 28 of Calvin Allison just worked his way back up to 9th under those caution.
See if it works out for him.
You can see the lap cars. Lap cars are coming in here to get their service. You know, coming around to complete 30 laps. Have you everything we've seen here tonight? Have you expected?
Oh yes. People running out front. Calvin Allison. You always expect to see him somewhere around in front. I'm kind of happy that the cautions have been kind of low. This is what, number 3?
Yes.
So they're doing a decent job about being patient. And the 3 cautions really could have been avoided. So, but it's racing, folks. We are amateurs. We're not professionals. We're sitting in a computer chair, for God's sake. So that's one thing you just got to remember when you're watching these things. So just grab your popcorn, enjoy the race. Me and Jake are trying to keep you entertained, right?
Oh, for sure. It's always a good time up here in the booth with you, Rick. Always.
Yeah. I tell you what, let's go ahead after you're done puckering up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and take a break. We're gonna go ahead and go to commercials. We're gonna show you our fine sponsors that keep my lights on in my apartment. Not really, folks, but we'll be back here with the Superman Game Call Cup Series Brickyard 175 presented by the Buzz. And folks, just as I went to commercial, my lights turned off, so. But we are still here. We are still live with the Superman Game Calls Brickyard 175, presented by the Buzz, here in Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And what are we, how many laps are we in right now?
We're about
30
to come
laps.
around and complete 30 laps. Yep. So about, another 40 laps to go here.
Pace car driver has his lights turned off, and that means it's time to go, folks. In our national sign here in NASCAR.
So how many laps do the pace cars led tonight?
Oh, geez, he's probably got about, what, 17? Let's see, no, 10 laps led tonight. I'm looking at my little tracker. He has led 10 laps.
Oh, and
Maybe
Aaron
11.
and Aaron Taylor, he's going to do the opposite of the 79 of Danny Lowe. He's going to choose the inside line. So if he doesn't get a good start here, it's going to be big. He's got to watch that tire spin.
Aaron Taylor's like, hey, Danny Lowe, I got to show you how to do this, son. There we go. Pace car's off, folks. Great flag. Look at that shot. Aaron Taylor says, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
But yeah, he's getting that good start, but I really believe, either the 71 or the 74 they're going to be able to get by him.
He's looking in his mirror right now. He's loving seeing these guys fight behind him.
He wants these guys to be side by side for as long as possible, but just on those fresher tires, you get through these turns so well, and I think going into 3, the 71 Brian Harper might get it.
It's this backstretch, man. They come on this backstretch of fresh tires. They just basically suck you right in. Look at Brian Harford, man. Just down that backstretch. He's right on his tail now. And now Brian Harford's just going to sit back there.
He's going to slide up. He's going to get him out of turn 4 here. As here comes Matt McLean, and as well as the 74, Keith Haney going to go under the 24.
Oh, yeah. They basically just ran a 4 train on that guy.
And new leader, the 71 of Brian Harper, will lead his first lap of the evening. I was watching the speed. The give you an idea how fast this car is going around here, folks, he just went 201 miles an hour going into turn.
And if you ain't that, you don't think that's fast, you just sit in these cars and feel those G forces pulling on you. Go ahead and see what's happening in the back of the crowd. We got all kinds of shuffling happening in the back again. Like Kyle Frame and Chris James Haney, and that whole group, they're back here just kind of dicing it out. Oh, okay, never mind. They almost got into each other. That was kind of close. I can't even get that close to my restraining order of my ex-wife. Whew.
And you know, with those old tires, Aaron Taylor is already fallen, almost 2 seconds behind the 71 of Brian Harper, the 6th position, and 18th, 79 of Danny Lowe here. So, I don't know if he's hoping that this race will go green the rest of the way, and he'll have that advantage for just a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe he knows something that we don't.
Well, I tell you what, if he did, you might need to get a little interview with him on the next caution. Figure out what's going through that mind if you think maybe he can show us something.
And if you would change for 2nd and 3rd places, Keith Haney and Calvin Allison is going to go around the 88 of Matt McLean. Matt McLean, like he got loose. And here comes Calvin Allison down to the inside.
They were back here in the 10th and 9th position. Raymond Dormer is all over Sam Moore. I mean, he's just, it's getting pretty nasty and stuff. They shouldn't be showing this kind of action on TV. And look at, he's into him. Puts Raymond Dormer into the wall.
A lot of damage to that number 70 machine here.
No caution, though. No caution.
A lot of rear end damage.
I told you, man, they shouldn't even be putting that kind of stuff on TV, and look what happens.
Look who's finding his way back up to that 2nd position. Number 28 of Calvin Allison. I do not to count him out because here he comes. He's gonna, next few laps, he's gonna be challenging for that lead once again. And so he was 1.2 seconds behind the 71. Now he's just under a second. So he's close.
He is gaining fast.
For sure.
Let's see, let's go back here. Kind of go through the field, see what's happening here. Your top 10 sit right now, folks, is Brian Harford, 1. Calvin Allison, number 2. Keith Haney, Mac McLean, Josh Sturgill, and Josh Sturgill rounds out your top 5. Aaron Taylor, Danny Lowe, Brandy Dalton, Brandon Parsons, and James Haney brings in your top 10. So that's how they are running 1 to 10 right now, folks. And it looks like the 10th position is 6 seconds back. So they've kind of spread out. At this point, I think James Haney and Brandon Parsons are kind of hoping for a caution, kind of tighten it back up a little bit.
I'm kind of watching the 57 of Kyle Fram. He had that incident earlier. He got on the wall. If you have a car around, it looks like it's all smoke. Maybe not. Yeah, looks like we got a car around. It looked like.
I tell you what, we're still going, folks. Calvin Allison, so it's like he's got something attached to the back of Brian Harford's car. He's just reeling him in.
Yeah, the 98 cars went around here. In the middle of 1 and 2.
And we're catching lap traffic here in Indianapolis.
Yeah, he got tight on the wall and was along for the ride there.
Yeah, Calvin Allison is now. he should be passing him.
He's there. Yeah, he's right to his bumper. I think he's just gonna ride there until I think he's gonna want to force that second car into a mistake. So I think he's just gonna ride, not want
Yeah, but
to.
how hard is it to make Brian Harford make a mistake? I mean, the guy is Brian Harford.
Brian Harford, I've raced him every weekend. He's a tough driver, and he's fast everywhere. So he's always a threat everywhere we go. But Calvin Allison, man, he's also another one to hard to beat. As it looks like the 28 might get a run. Is he going to go to the inside?
We're on board with the 28 right now. And I tell you what, that's what you're seeing. That is what Andrew Bird is seeing as he's all over Brian Harford's rear end. And he's tailing him. He's drafting him. He's waiting for Brian to make that mistake. And look at those hands go, folks. You don't just sit there and it's like driving Miss Daisy. No, you're controlling that car. You're ripping that car to the left. And if you can see their feet, it's just crazy. If you ever wanted to look inside of a real monster NASCAR, that's what you're going to see, folks.
As the 71's going to get a little high off turn 2. Mr. Calvin Allison might make his run.
A little bit of a block. No, he moves down.
He's just going to
Brian Harper said, you can have it, man.
You're faster than me. Go ahead and take it. And I think that's really smart on the 71 Brian Harper's part, because there's no sense you see a guy faster, no sense of burning off your tires. You built up a 2-second lead over third place. You get side by side, that 2 seconds is slowly going to become 1 second to half a second. So that was a smart move on Brian Harper's part.
Yeah, we have Brennan Dalton and Danny Lowe, and we're just battling it out a little bit. Brandon says, "You know what? I'm just going to go into the inside. We're gonna take care of this for a little bit."
Oh, for sure. And Aaron Taylor, he's right around the 8th position right now. So those older tires, I don't think he might be regretting it by now.
Oh yeah, he is. At this point, he's just there. I think there's a couple people out here hoping for a caution.
Oh, for sure. And, just looking at last time, the 28 Calvin Allison ran a 52.88, and Aaron Taylor ran a 54.34, so well over 2 seconds off the pace.
Those tires, they can make you break at these kind of tracks. You need the fresh ones if you want to hold in. And it's kind of proven here with both people that's tried it. Should have been 3. The first guy got smart and went off. But Danny Lowe and Aaron Taylor both trying it, and it's both showing that just it ain't gonna dice it out here. But then again, Danny Lowe has managed to hang out in the top 10 with Aaron Taylor. So
we have Danny Lowe coming down pit road right now. Green flag.
Some kind of strategy? Yeah, strategy.
I think it is. He came in under that last caution with everyone else, so maybe he's gonna, short pit here, maybe force other drivers to come in and pit, and then kind of play it in his hand. If he gets that win tonight, he's locked into the playoffs. So, I don't know, strategy play or not, I think this is a smart move on his part.
Yeah. Right side's down, team's over. Left side's up, left side's down, and he's gone. What a beautiful stop by the low-end order pit crew as he comes down pit road now. He's going to try to get back up to speed so he doesn't lose much time.
And he will lose a lap, at least 1 lap here. I say, if you're up front, if you're like Calvin Allison or Brian Harford, and you see people in the back come in, do you think it'll be worth it for those guys up front to come in, or you think they're just going to give up so much time and just try to run it out and hope for another caution?
You know, I I tried playing the caution game last week and it didn't work, so I'm always going to err on the side of you need to caution or you need to pit.
No, I don't know what is up with me and staying out for cautions, but I did, some races this past week and all ended with long green flag runs, and I stayed out and got that caution as it looks like we have a battle for the second position as there's a caution.
Caution's out.
You happen to get a
Does
look at
this
your time
benefit
clear on track
Danny
right
Lowe?
after that
He
caution
just pitted.
I don't think so. He'll get the lucky dog, but I think he was hoping for this to go green just a little bit more longer. But he'll I'm not sure.
Looks like they're trying to figure out why the caution even came out.
My guess to be the 24 machine of Aaron Taylor.
The spinner.
It looks like he's gonna make a green flag pit stop. He came in hot and spun. Oh, hard hit for him. He hit the inside wall, then the end of the outside pit wall foam there. So on the driver's side. So he thought of time to come in, and he ended up wrecking it. So.
Oh, that's a nasty.
Tough break for him, but
I tell you what, folks, that shows you the safety of these cars and how they are built.
we'll let him take the mandatory trip to the infield gear center and get a word with him here in a bit. But you want to go in and get a word with the in-race reporter Matt McLean?
Sure.
Hey, Matt McLean, Jake Long, Yelp Flag 2, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, you're running top 5, lap 44. Had a good feel how this track is getting. How are you going to play the second part of this race?
Pretty much the same as I've done the first. Just take it easy, and I haven't really taken care of my tires, which I got to do better with. So that's the goal, is to keep the tires together and go try to win this thing.
All right, man. Good luck out there.
Simple, thank you.
All right, that is Matt McLean. Still looking for redemption from last week in New Hampshire, from the one being taken away from him in a thriller at New Hampshire. But I think he's playing a good strategy. But you got Josh Sturgill up there, still looking for a win. You got Brian Harford, Keith Haney, and then you got Calvin Allison up there. But you think, with Danny Lowe, he's obviously going to get the lucky dog. I don't really think he wanted that caution to come out per se, but in a way it did help him, but in a way it hurt him.
Yeah, looks like he's probably gonna restart 15th, or maybe 16th.
Yeah, I think he wanted, with those fresh tires, he obviously would have passed the leader. Then he was gonna want the caution to come out so he would get the lead. But unfortunately that didn't happen.
Yeah, you're either hoping for a cycle through or pass him. Instead, he just didn't get it either. So he's got some work cut out for him. But you know what? I got some faith in my Danny Lowe. He's a good driver, and he's hoping for another caution. I think it's gonna work his way, folks.
Oh, for sure. Him and some other guys have come so close and just couldn't be able to close the deal. But looks like right now he's running 13th. So, but obviously he'll start at the end of the line because he was the lucky dog. But See, also,
That's a good question. All right, so now that we're under caution, I can't tell if the lights are off because I can't see this car. With the terms that are happening, they're going around Monster Series. Is it still called a lucky dog, or is it called the fast pass or free pass? Or what is it called nowadays?
I've heard, nowadays I hear free pass. I hear a lot more free pass, but me growing up, I always heard referred to as the lucky dog. But I've heard people say, it's the free pass, it's the lucky dog, it's this, it's that. Honestly, it's just what you prefer to call it.
Do you know how it got the name Lucky Dog?
No, do you?
Yes. Back when it was sponsored by Aaron's Rental Company. That's where Aaron's mascot is a dog. Got the Lucky Dog pass.
Rick, you are always full of facts and
Stupid trivia, I know.
These people love it. I love it. You always bring, excitement to the booth, and it's really good to have you up here.
No, I'm always happy to join. And once again, folks that are tuning in, we still want to send our heartfelt condolences out to the main guy up there that runs this booth, Corey. He couldn't make it today because he had some bad food and his tummy hurt. So we just want to say our thoughts and prayers with your tummy, Corey. But when his tummy hurts, you get me up here, folks. So I don't know, keep sending him that nasty meat that he's probably eating. Because me and Jake will get this stuff, won't we? It looks like we got one left to go until green.
Yeah, it does. And Rick, I have a trivia question for you.
Oh Lord! All right, let's go.
Now, this pertains to the Indianapolis 500. Are you good with IndyCar?
No, but we'll try.
Which driver has won the Indy 500 the most times?
Was that one of the points?
That's one of them. 3 drivers.
I only know that one.
AJ
Yeah.
Foyt.
Yep.
Al Usner.
Oh, duh.
And Rick Mears.
Whoever that is.
I believe that is Casey Mears, their uncle or father. I'm not really sure. But yeah,
Well, I tell you what. Congratulations to those 3.
they each won it 4 times. So, but
that's a pretty good feat in itself here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Oh, for sure. Always like to see. It's good to see people get multiple wins here, but I also love to see people get their first wins here at the track. But hey, we all can't be perfect,
Yeah, it kind of happens. But I would love to kiss the bricks one day.
Another person I would like to kiss the bricks is that 17 car of Josh Sturgill. He's already all up to 3rd position.
Yeah, well, I thought you were going somewhere completely different with that one, so we're going to go ahead and take her into turn 4 and get ready to take the green, folks.
As we're going to have 22 laps to go, excuse me. A lot can happen in these last 22 laps, folks. 2.5 mile track.
I tell you what, reach down, grab that chair, buckle it down tight. We're going racing. That's for Maya Snyder. He made fun of me because I said, get the buckle in.
And the green flag is back out here in Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A block was put on the 17 car of Josh Sturgill by Keith Haney there. He's going to allow the 85 of Brandon Jones to get the run on the outside.
This is where they start getting pushy, folks. They're like, you know what? I got the playoffs to go to. Kinds of people dicing all over the place. Calvin's like, yeah, I'll be out here.
You guys can do that. Now they're already single file. Set back here looks like the 10th position. The 30 of Dustin Majewski. The 42 of Chris James. Danny Lowe getting around the 70 on the outside. Raymond Dormer. As he's going to get the run on the 42.
Yeah, he's at the point now where he's got to start making passes because he's back there at, what, 13th right now, so, or 12th. He is currently sitting in 12th.
As you know, Danny Lowe, he's right around the 12th position trying to get the run on the 42 of Chris James on the back straightaway.
And it looks like he's gonna go ahead and get that. Yeah, well.
He overdrove that corner just a little bit, but
And Chris James says, "Yeah, I'm gonna shut this door real quick."
I know though.
I think we're seeing a problem with Danny Lowe. It seems like his car is a little tight.
Oh, that's for sure. And you know, no surprise here. 28 machine of Kevin Ellis, and he's already opened up to about a second lead over Keith Haney and Josh Sturgill there. You know, 74 is going to get a little bit of heat from the 17. You know, I just wonder if Josh Sturgill, you know, he's playing it smart. Wonder if he's kind of taking it easy here for the first few laps. Let the 74 and 28 use up their tires, and he's going to go right by him.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you hang back and let them burn their tires, it's going to benefit you towards the end. But are you going to get that long enough of a run? That's where you're going to have your problem.
I think what Josh Sturgill needs to do is just ride, don't push.
Caution.
As we have
Caution's
a caution out. And we got a few cars stopped. It's the 70 of Raymond Dormer once again. Back it up here. Looks like 70 just got loose off of turn 4. Oh, and he just came. Intel is at the 40 of Elliott Borg that hit him as well. Yeah, it looked like the 40 of Elliott Borg hit him as well as the 24 clipped him as well. But now we got 20 laps to go, Rick. If you're Calvin Ellison, Keith Haney, Josh Sturgill, top 5, top 7, do you stay out or do you come in?
You got to pit. You have to. I'm sorry. I always err on the side of pitting now after it bit me in the rear end last week. But I think we're going to have another caution. I honestly think we're going to have at least one more caution.
I honestly think if you are Danny Lowe, Danny Lowe, Kyle Fram, Matt McLean, do you come in or do you stay out?
Danny Lowe, I think he stays out.
Yeah, we only ran, 3 laps, so those tires shouldn't be as worn as his 10-lap old tires, but
at this point, Danny Lowe's got to get inside that top 10. So I don't see why he will come in and pit.
I honestly think we will see people in the top. Whoever pits, someone's going to take 2 tires. Someone's going to try the 2-tire game. As he's looking, Danny Lowe's going to look. Yeah, he stays out.
Well, he must be listening to the stream. I'm just saying that, folks. I tell you what, while they're under caution and into the pits, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back and update you on the pit situation and everything afterwards. So we will be back here with the Simple Man Game Call Cup Series, Brickyard 175, presented by the Buzz.
Top five, top 10 all night, and you know when it counts, he's there. As we're gonna come around and it'll be 12 laps to go.
Another guy that's hanging out right behind him, 2 spots behind Josh Sturgill, and at number 17, you got to watch him.
Yeah, that 79, I think.
As Keith Haney says, I'm going to take a look at the inside of Brandon, and you know what? I think I'm just going to keep going.
As you got 3 wide down the back straightaway. Matt McLean just passed the 49 of James Haney, the 39 of Danny Lowe.
And it looks like Keith Haney is going to take the number 2 spot from Brandon Dalton.
Yeah, from what I've seen tonight, it's probably going to come down to that 28 and 74. But I honestly think Calvin Allison has the car to do it. But as we know, he's got a long way to go here.
Don't count out Josh Sturgill, though, man. I tell you what, I bet you he is in his car right now, earbuds in, listening to some Eye of the Tiger as he takes that spot from Brandon Dalton as he starts to look on the inside.
He's going to get that run, maybe.
Oh, don't overdo it. Woo, good save
What a
by
save.
Josh Sturgill.
What a save.
I think what happened there, if you guys would have looked closely, Brandon Dalton threw a banana peel out his window,
Yeah,
and Josh Sturgill hit it.
I've had that happen before.
We're watching some Mario Kart going on, folks.
That's not fun. He's going to get heat from the 71 of Brian Harper, though.
And that's not heat you want to feel.
Brian Harper, he's breathing down the neck of Josh Sturgill.
You just feel it on the back of your neck. You start to shiver a little bit. But what is that behind me? You look behind you, and it's just Brian Harper foaming at the mouth because he wants to make it to the playoffs.
You know, Calvin Allison, once again, he's in a different area code. 1.6 second lead over the 74 of Keith Haney. You know, what a run for this 28 car.
Yeah, it looks like Kyle Frame and James Haney are battling it out now, but Haney just kind of goes high and says, go ahead and take it.
What a good recovery for that 57 of Kyle Fram, running 8th position, got on the wall earlier in the race, and he's back up there battling for top 10 position. We have 10 laps to go here.
He's sitting 8th right now, folks, so that is a great recovery.
As you know, Calvin Allison, he's opened up he gained 4/10 that lap, over 2 seconds now, the margin between him and Keith Haney.
I'm telling you, Brian Harper keeps looking to the inside of Josh Sturgill. He's looking for that moment.
I think that mess up off turn 2 really upset his car. Now it's just gonna not handle like it was before, honestly. But
and it does scare you as a driver, especially when you're running a top 5 car and you come off that corner sideways. I think at that point there was something on his body that puckered up that we're not even gonna say.
yeah, honestly, as I experience, all you see is that inside wall coming closer. That's a sight you don't want to see going almost 200 miles an hour.
But he has caught back up to Brandon Dalton. So let's see what he can do as he looks to the inside once again. He's trying to get that run, folks, at number 17. If he can hold it down there, he can go.
Yeah,
and there he goes. He's going to get to the next one. He's going to get that side draft going a little bit.
And he's going to not have the advantage, but he's going to prevail, hopefully, out of turn 3 here.
This is where it gets dicey coming down in there as he tucks her in, waves to Brandon Dalton, says, I'll take this one.
But Brian Harvard, he was going to try to get around the 85 as well.
Oh, he's got a P3 right now.
Yeah, he's 3 seconds behind the leader. I don't know if something. Calvin Allison's got to make a mistake in order to. Yeah, he's 3.2 seconds behind. He's gonna need a caution right now to be able to have a chance at it.
I think everybody's going to need a caution. Because right now, I just went back to Calvin Ellison's car. Is that his foot hanging out the window? Folks, he's just cruising.
Yeah, what an unbelievable run. Had trouble on an earlier pit stop, got all the way back outside the top 10, and now he's pulling away with this one here. Last time by, Kelvin Allison ran a 52.20, and Josh Sturgill ran a 52.55, so well over 3/10 quicker than Josh Sturgill and Keith Haney. Running 3/10 quicker. That's impressive.
We'll go back and we'll watch this little battle here where Brian Harford tries to reel back in Josh Sturgill for the P3 and P4 position.
If you're Calvin Allison, what is going through your mind right now?
He's wondering what he's going to have after the race at dinner. He's like, medium rare steak, what am I going to do with my winnings? He's listening to a little bit of like, probably Sweet Home Alabama on his radio.
He's going to take us all to dinner.
He's just got the party because he's 2.5 seconds out.
I was gonna say, he might as well take us all out to dinner. I can go for a nice big juicy steak. I don't know about you, but
I can go for you. I love me some food. You ain't never seen me, but I love me some food.
But one thing he's not hoping for. When Rogers comes out now, he might get a one-lap shootout, but after that, he goes, I don't care. A caution can come out as long as it's just not me spinning.
That's what happens right there. I mean, folks, we're going to find some action. And they're still like 600 a second off. So, and that's Brandon Dalton and Matt McLean, our end race reporter. So that's kind of hoping for a caution right now, I think. It's got to happen this lap or they're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, Calvin Allison, as long as he keeps in his mind, he has this one in the bag. He's 2.3 seconds in front of Keith Haney, and now 2.5 seconds, so he just keeps.
Yeah, as Matt McLean looks under Brandon Dalton, going into turn 1, and they connect. Folks, they got into each other, sends Brandon Dalton into the wall, and he is spinning into the inside wall. Caution is out.
The race should end under caution.
Temperature right there.
Yeah, there's no front end left on that car. Let's see what had happened here.
Woo, folks, that got a little crazy there for a second.
It just looks like Matt, was that the 88 Matt McLean that got into him? Yeah. He's grabbing there hard. He just got tight and got loose, went up the track.
How is this gonna affect Matt McLean has a P5, and he's probably gonna get an EOL. That's gonna knock him back to probably about P18. We'll wait for the decision, the official decision, but man.
Say he knows the rules then.
Oh, and actually, no, I stand corrected. EOLs are not in effect this late in the race, so he should be good. There are no EOLs or suspensions this late in the race.
Yeah, and what all Calvin Allison is hoping for is this race will end under caution, and I believe it will. But what an awesome run for the 28 car. He pulled away with this one every time he got out front. But
yeah, folks, I think he's eating an ice cream inside his car now.
what
I don't know where he got that, folks, but
What is it, Stays of Thunder or what? But
He's just been cruising. Hey, you guys catch me. What is... Oh, okay. I was like, what is Danny Lowe doing going into the pits? But he came back out. Trying to fool somebody behind him. With what, 3 laps to go?
You know, Calvin Allison, this could be his 3rd win of the season, and you know what he doesn't want to see is the 2 to go signal. That's the last thing he wants to see coming to 3 to go.
Folks, I tell you what, we wanted to see this thing end under green, but send a letter to iRacing and say, give us the damn overtime settings, because we're ending under caution once again. We want these overtime rules. We want that little white line out there. Give it to us. Ain't that right, iRacing?
You know, I don't know how many races I've lost on iRacing because they don't have the green white checker finish, but there's your winner right there in the number 28 of Calvin Allison picking up his 3rd win of the season.
Yeah, Keith Haney coming in 2nd. Josh Sturgill at number 17 coming P3. P4 Brian Harford. P5 Matt McLean. P6 Kyle Friend. P7 Kyle Tetro. James Haney coming at P8. Aaron Taylor P9. And Danny Lowe rounding out the P10 top 10 for your Superman Game Call Cup Series Brickyard 175, presented by the Buzz. We're going to have some awesome interviews at the end of this race. I'm looking forward to this. You got your notes ready, Jake?
No, I don't actually.
I tell you what, you got about 2 laps to get that thing ready.
Yeah, we're going to have...
We got to bring in the yellow flag drama after the race.
And, you know, unfortunately, you know, Andrew Bird with those connection issues after starting 2nd, he's going to wind up, is that 20th, 13 laps down, unfortunately. Tough break for him. But no need for that. He's locked into the championship, so playoff, so it doesn't bother him none.
Huh. We got Brian Hartford out there taking out every single cone on the track, folks. I just see cones going everywhere. There's Brian Hartford. They're just cutting up, having fun, trying to get past these final laps here. The Brickyard 175 presented by the Buzz.
Hey, he's
Simpleman Game Calls. And you know what? I don't think we failed to mention, as we got time right now. If you go to Simpleman Game Calls and use the code OVAL, it gives you what, 10% off?
Yep, I believe so.
I tell you what, I was just out hunting last weekend, and I used one of their calls. That buck come up to me and put his butt on me, and he rubbed it. And I was like, it's not supposed to work like this. These calls are really freaking good.
You know, that's exactly why I don't hunt.
You scared of bucks?
No,
I tell you what, use a Simpleman Game Call them calls. They come to you. I don't even want to use a turkey one because that thing puts its feathers up and it comes strutting up. Whew.
Wait,
it's pretty intense.
If I buy one and I use it here in Michigan, it's still gonna work? They'll come out of nowhere?
Oh yes, they'll come out of no. Even if you're on Broadway Street in New York.
You know, I do get deer in my backyard, but no, I just saw, you know, mama deer and her doe there, so.
Folks, Danny Lowe's talking about the call thing on the radio. Oh man, I'm being serious, folks. Though, if you go to Simpleman Game Calls and use the code OVAL, you do get 10% off of your order.
As you know, they're gonna get the white flag. You know, we're only gonna go 75 miles an hour, not as fast as we wanted to go, but. Overall, it was still a good race, and you know, Calvin was my pick from the beginning, and I finally got one. Woohoo! I finally didn't, you know, I've been having bad luck with my picks these past weeks, Richard, and you know, my first win of the season, technically.
I tell you what, you're 1 for what?
1 for 3.
That works.
And you're what, 0 for 3?
Yeah, I'm 0 for 3. I don't win anything.
Or 0 for
I'm here
2,
for the
rather?
comedic value, folks. But, folks, in all seriousness, tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, FS1, tune in, Eldora Speedway, dirt trucks qualifying. That is going to be crazy.
Yeah, and I'm actually really looking forward to that race. Should be entertaining as you got NASCAR veteran Ken Schrader coming out of retirement and running that race. So
I remember when I met Ken Shredder after he flipped at Talladega, I think it was. He had a big old black eye and everything. It was years ago. It was pretty neat to meet him, though.
and also we got other drivers such as Rico Aber coming back and running this race, and it should be interesting to see. As Galen Allison, he's gonna see that checkered flag for the 3rd time this season.
And I tell you what, Calvin Allison is now looking forward to that milk in victory lane. He's gonna pour it all over, and they're just gonna have a blast. We're gonna let him do the burnouts, and we're gonna get with your top 3 interviews. And I tell you, one heck of a race, folks. And it's only gonna get better because we're going to Pocono next week.
He's gonna do some celebratory burnouts, and we're gonna take a quick break when we get back here with your interviews. Speedway, as we just concluded the running of the Indianapolis 175 presented by the Buzz. And not the finish we were looking for, but we finished under caution. Kevin Allison picks up his 3rd win of the season, followed by Keith Haney, Josh Sturgill, and let's get some post-race interviews going. Hold up. Here we're going to talk with the 5th place finisher, actually, real quick, of the 80 and Matt McLean, our in-race reporter. Hey, Matt McLean, Jake Lynn on the All Flag TV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Probably not the finish you're looking for, but you come home top 5, finishing 5th. Does this give you any more confidence going into next week at Pocono?
Yeah, it wasn't a great race, but it wasn't bad either. I was kind of looking at a top 5, and that's what we came out with. Had a little contact with the 85 there towards the end, and we talked it over, and everything's all right there. We both kind of made mistakes there a little bit. Could have been avoided, but yeah, so we got it figured out. But yeah, it's definitely a confidence booster, and I'm looking forward to next Tuesday. I run good there, so hopefully we can back up our performance.
I mean, you had a really good run going here tonight, finishing 5th. Obviously not the finish you're looking for, but just move on to next week and we'll see you there.
Absolutely, sounds good. Thanks for broadcasting.
Yep, is there anyone you want to thank here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Superman Game Calls. I'd like to thank Danny Lowe, Tommy Reed. I'd like to thank you guys for broadcasting the race. I'd like to thank TPM Enterprises. Also, I'd like to thank the Buzz and everybody that runs this is a part of this league. They make it go well, and it's a lot of fun to run.
All right, man. Thank you for being here, and see you next week.
See you next week.
All right, that was the 88 of Matt McLean comes home 5th here tonight, and let's tune in our 3rd place finisher, the 17 of Josh Sturgill. Hey, Josh Sturgill, Jake Little in the Yellow Flag TV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man.
Man, what a great one for you tonight. You started 18th, deep in the field. Did you have any idea after this race to be sitting here on the podium finishing 3rd?
As long as I stay clean, I thought, man, I probably had a shot at least at the top 3. It's just really hard to pass here. A lot of it was track position. I felt like I could have got a little more, but running 3rd is good. And there's, everybody's a good driver out here.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought you were going to be able to get up there and challenge Keith and Calvin up there, but they just got, freight train there. But, yeah, I was, you had a good run, and hopefully see you up here in top 3 next week at Pocono. If you have anyone you want to thank tonight.
Well, yeah, I want to thank Simple Man Game Calls, Z-Talk Radio, The Buzz, Tommy, Danny, everybody that makes this happen. Yellow Flag, thank you guys for broadcasting it, and hopefully I can back this up at Pocono.
All right, man. As always, it's a pleasure to watch you run, and yeah, see you next week at Pocono. Good job tonight. All right, that was the 3rd place finisher, Josh Sturgill. As looks like the 74 Keith Haney looked like he disconnected, so we're just gonna jump right into the Andrew Payne's victory lane with Calvin Allison here picking up his 3rd win of the season. Calvin Allison, Jake Little in the Yellow Flag TV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, you were unbelievable tonight. You just pull away a few laps, 3 seconds. What was your secret here tonight to get such a big lead in a short time?
Probably a whole lot farther than everybody else and use way less brake. I just let it roll till I get through the center and get back to the gas a whole lot quicker.
Yeah, man, you were starting to look like Martin Truex Jr. out there, man. You were pulling away. It looked like I was watching your lap times, and you were easily 2-3 seconds quicker than everyone else. But yeah, that was a great run by you, and good job on your 3rd win of the season. Do you have anybody you want to thank here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Tommy for putting this league on, along with the Simple Man Game Calls for sponsoring it, and the Buzz for sponsoring this race, and of course you guys for broadcasting. Y'all do a good job. I enjoy watching, and thank my teammate Jordan. I know he got wrecked out pretty early and had used his quick repair up, but we'll just regroup and try to get him a win next week at Pocono.
Yeah, for sure. Now, moving on to next week, do you think Pocono's another track where you'd be able to get another win? Figuring, it's another 2.5 mile track, but it's another, they call it the tricky triangle with 3 corners. Think you could get your 4th win of the season?
It's possible. Two of the corners are pretty similar to what Indy is, and I don't know. I felt like I got lucky tonight. I mean, as hot as the track temp was, it's pretty slick. I enjoy driving the slick track because you can really hang out the back of the car. So depends on the weather next week. If I can get another hot slick track, I might be able to bring another win home.
All right, man. Congrats on the win once again. Hopefully you'll be in a similar situation next week. Good job, bud.
Thanks, man.
All right, everyone, that was the winner, 28 Calvin Allison. As we're gonna try to catch up with one more driver here, Brian Harford. And Brian Harford, jiggle on the yellow flag TV booth. You got a copy?
He was fixing.
Yeah, it looks like he.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, he's out. He was signing autographs with all his fans, folks, but he's here.
Brian Harford, you had a good run here tonight, and it looks like you were gonna pick up the win. What you had to do differently to get up there and challenge Calvin and Keith?
Picker give me the wrong tires that last run there. It just didn't feel the same. I don't know if the track rubbered up, and I wasn't expecting it to rubber up that way or what, but I just felt like I couldn't push the car, so I was just letting people go and trying to save what I could.
And then you had a smart run going, and you qualified fourth, finished fourth, and this is definitely give you confidence going into next week at Pocono.
Yeah, I like Pocono, but just the way this track's rubbering up, I'm not too sure if my confidence is high. It's more like in the medium range right now. It's so hard to win races now. Or I had a lot of wins last year, but the talent is really high this year.
Yeah, man. Do you have anyone you want to thank here tonight?
Yeah, Yellow Flag TV, Superman Game Calls, Buzz Pole Awards, and Buzz for sponsoring this race. Tommy, Danny, my teammates Keith and Josh and Danny. Great job, everybody.
All right, man. Yeah, we'll see you next week at Pocono.
Right on, thanks, guys.
All right, that was the fourth place finisher, Brian Harford. As we're gonna go through your final results here, as Calvin Allison just picked up his third win of the season. Keith Haney finished second. Josh Sturgill third. Brian Harford, as you said, just finished fourth. Matt McLean rounds out the top five. Kyle Fram recovered well, finished sixth. Kyle Tretow finished seventh. James Haney finished eighth. Aaron Taylor finishes ninth, and Danny Lowe rounds out the top 10. Daniel Haney finishes 11th. Skylar Allen Sr. finishes 12th. Dustin Majewski finishes 13th. Chris James finishes 14th.
Chuck Phillips in the 15th. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was talking too, but my microphone was muted. So that's why I was like, why is he talking over me, folks? I was muted. So Sam Warren at 16, Justin Martin at 16. Let's see, number 18 goes to Brandon Dalton. 19th, Elliot Berg. And rounding out the top 20 is Andrew Bird, 17 laps down.
And you have Raymond Dormer after the issues earlier. He's going to finish 21st. Brandon Parsons going to finish 22nd. Jordan Beck will finish 23rd. Casey Heschel finishing 24th, 53 laps down, and not even making, not even making a start. It looks like Darren Clark, 60 laps down, 25th, and David Clark in 26th, finishing also 60 laps down. That rounds out the 26-car field here tonight. Any last comments from you, Richard, before we head off?
I tell you what, it was fast action racing. That's what we love to see here at Oval. I'm telling you what, folks, make sure you go to Simpman Game Calls and use that code OVAL and get your 10% off, because I'm telling you what, those game calls, they are made by hand. You ain't going to find no game calls anywhere else. It's good. Simple Man game calls. And that's why Oval has them. That's why we're here. That's why they're sponsoring us. The best damn calls out there, folks. Go ahead and get you one.
And we're gonna round out tonight's broadcast. Next week we head to Pocono, the 2.5 mile tricky triangle. Never know what's gonna happen there. But yeah, we're gonna close out here tonight. Everyone have a good night. See you next week.